I say something to all the people who thought I was a loser, Chuck?
Most people like Candy, and it's safe to say that everyone loves John Candy. Seldom does a comedian and actor become beloved by so many, spanning generations. His repertoire of work include many timeless classics, especially with longtime collaborator John Hughes, which helped define the 1980s, and had us rolling in the aisles and on the floor.
I think we better take this from the top.
The old adage that fat is funny is true. Chris Farley, Zach Galifianakis, Louis Anderson.
Give me a glass of Kirkland and a Klondike Barkin.
But John Candy weighs in heavily in this company of greats. In my opinion, he's a goat.
Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
But why is John Candy so addictive, even to this day? John Candy came from humble roots, born in 1950 in Newmarket, Ontario. After his dream of becoming a professional football player were dashed by a knee injury, he explored a few paths in life, including a failed attempt to join the US military. It wasn't until he enrolled in McMaster University that things started to click. He wanted to major in journalism but took acting classes. This led him to some small roles on Canadian TV, film, and in theater, where he met Dan Aykroyd, who encouraged Candy to audition for the Second City comedy troupe in Toronto. And this went like gangbusters. Soon after, John was invited to join the Chicago chapter of Second City, and he found himself working with comedic legends like John Belushi and Gilda Radner.
Hello, I'm Baba Wawa.
I would like to thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to me. Please consider subscribing to my channel. A quick click goes a long way to achieving a greater reach for my videos.
And now, back to some more of that candy. In 1977, John's trajectory changed forever when he joined the cast of SCTV. The cast include Eugene Levy, Dave Thomas, Catherine O'Hara, Harold Ramis, Andrea Martin, and Joe Flaherty. The sketch show lit up Canada's airwaves. The genius of SCTV was that they were left to their own devices.
Right now, there are 10,000 juvenile alcoholics in this country.
Produced on a meager budget and being stationed in Edmonton, Alberta, this trifecta allowed the brilliance to flow, to create characters and story plot lines that would become the throughput of the show's infrastructure. Candy's memorable characters like the dim-witted Paul Fist-in-your-face, show business worm Johnny LaRue, bargain basement 3D huckster Dr. Tongue, Joe Biden-esque Mellonville Mayor Tommy Shanks, and polka master Yosh Schmengi. By 1979, John picked up small roles in Steven Spielberg's underappreciated World War II comedy, 1941.
Stop that plane!
And 1980's classic, The Blues Brothers.
Who wants an orange whip? Orange whip? Orange whip? 3 orange whips.
Not too shabby, but Hollywood would come a-knockin' and knockin' hard. He would soon appear as Tom Hanks' lecherous party boy brother in the blockbuster Splash. This breakout role propelled Candy into the mainstream and offered him a grab bag of opportunity.
Alan, one more second, Mr. Fella. I'm in Penthouse Magazine. They printed my letter.
It's both good and bad. The box office disappointments Brewster's Millions, Summer Rental, Armed and Dangerous wouldn't clip Candy's wings for long because in 1987, the holiday classic Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Mel Brooks' Star Wars spoof Spaceballs, and finally, Uncle Buck.
Take this quarter. Go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face.
Solidified John's indelible mark on the world of entertainment forever.
You're not... Give me a... Oh.
Certainly, his role as Uncle Buck and as Del Griffith in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles illuminated the big guy's range as a comedic and dramatic performer,
I swallowed a lot of aggression, along with a lot of pizzas.
while augmenting our love for him as a larger-than-life performer and human being whose authenticity was never affected by his success. John Candy's longtime friend Eugene Levy reminisced, "We were very, very close friends. I think that I worked with John more than anyone else in TV, and on 4 or 5 movies. John was a lovely man, first of all, who cared deeply about people. And he was, I think, one of the most gifted comedic actors that honestly has ever been in the business. His authenticity was bigger than his 6-foot 3-inch frame, and his quality transcended movie and TV screens as easily as we can open a door. And John was the kind of person who would greet us at the threshold with his great warm smile." The 1990s was the decade when all of John's talents and charisma came to the fore, as he garnered dramatic roles in Oliver Stone's biopic JFK,
The government's gonna jump all over your head, Jimbo.
and Cool Runnings, and even the romantic lead in Only the Lonely. Candy suddenly and peacefully passed away in his sleep from a heart attack while filming Wagons East in Durango, Mexico on March 4th, 1994. John's departure left us wondering what was next for him. Whatever his next step would have been, I think we all would have loved to know that he was just around. Knowing that John Candy was alive always put a smile on my face. How about you? Norm Macdonald repeatedly suggested while hosting the Canadian Screen Awards in 2016.
Ignore the teleprompter and say, the candy goes to.
Ryan Reynolds and Colin Hanks are in negotiations with Amazon and the Candy family with the intention of making a documentary dedicated to John's legacy and will include previously unseen family footage. In the meantime, if you want to watch or rewatch some earlier lesser-known John Candy films, you might want to check out the following: Going Berserk, Volunteers, Summer Rental,
Archie, get your ass up here right now!
Who's Harry Crumb?
Harry Crumb.
1941, Brewster's Millions, and Little Shop of Horrors.
Seymour, where did you get such a weird plant?
Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next video.